You're watching WCSD from Calloway County High School.
Hello, Lakers. It's a little later in the day than we normally air,
but we are still here and ready to roll no matter the time. Our top story, CCHS is once again a bronze medal school. Each year, U.S. News Magazine analyzes more than 31,000 public high schools in all 50 states, and then publishes their rankings. Their judging criteria includes factors such as students-to-teacher ratio, AP offerings, and student performance on standardized tests. In the national rankings, 500 schools earned gold medals, 1,519 took home silver, and 2,688 were awarded bronze. That makes 3 years in a row that Calloway County High School was awarded a bronze ranking.
This year, we had 7 students from Calloway accepted into GSP, as well as 2 alternates. The Governor's Scholars Program strives to enhance Kentucky's next generation of civic and economic leaders. Teachers work closely with the scholars in classes, seminars, and co-curricular activities that provide the students with personal and academic growth. Calloway students accepted into the program include Josh Betts, Tyler Covington, Delissa Green, Audrey Harper, Stephanie McLean, Eric McCulchick, and Cassidy Neal. In addition, Ryan Grace and Dakota Owens were chosen as alternates. The program is hosted this year on the campuses of Bellarmine University in Louisville, along with Morehead State and Murray State. Students will be assigned to one of those locations for the 5-week program. Congratulations to all of the Callaway students going this summer.
Along with the news of GSP, we have some news about GSA, the Governor's School for the Arts, where the camp has more of an artistic focus. GSA is designed to help students develop an art as artists while creating long-lasting relationships with people who have similar passions related to the arts. It's an extremely difficult program to get into. Among those accepted are 2 of Callaway's very own.
Callaway sophomore James Harrison is heading to the Governor's School for the Arts, thanks to his trombone skills, an instrument he's been playing for about 4 years.
Originally, it wasn't my first pick as an instrument. My director just kind of put it in my hands and played it.
For the past 27 years, GSA has provided hands-on art opportunities for the state's talented high school students who are dancers, actors, instrumental and vocal musicians, creative writers, future architects, or visual artists.
I'm going to Center College in Danville. I'll be staying in a dorm there, and I'll be doing like master classes with some renowned faculty there, and just getting better at my instrument with other people that are doing the same thing as I am.
Every year, over 1,000 Kentucky students apply for GSA, but only around 200 are accepted. For James, the application process began in the fall with essays, followed by recommendations, and eventually led up to playing a selection of music in front of a panel of judges.
The average scholarship that you would get was about $50,000, but it should be a full tuition from Murray State, which is where I plan to go. So,
James Harrison is one musician who's really going places with his music. For LakerTV, I'm Blake Bowden.
Thanks, Blake. By the way, James Harrison isn't the only student who was selected for the Governor's School for the Arts. Our very own Kayla Little will also be spending 3 weeks on the Center College campus this summer. Kayla, congratulations. What is your thing that you're going for?
Musical theater.
Musical theater. Sounds very musical. Good luck with that.
Thank you. Well, last week, Skills USA sent 8 students to a state competition where 3 Callaway students walked away with a first-place trophy, as well as 1 Murray High student. Jade Bransassy won first place in commercial baking, Calvin Ramsey won first place in commercial cooking, and Danielle Taylor won first place in cake decorating. With the first place win comes a week-long trip to Kansas City in June. There's also a chance for all 3 students to win multiple scholarships, reaching a possible amount of $15,000 a semester if they win a first-place title in national competition.
Coming up next, Laker TV's Focal Point takes a look at some of our school's most challenging classes.
And later on, we'll check out a Laker track star who really raised the bar for her competition. Stick around.
I make learning a privilege, not a chore. And unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
May is approaching, and so are the AP exams. CCHS students are hoping to take advantage of these college-level courses. That's the topic of this week's Focal Point with producers Tyler Covington and Will Van Horn.
Thanks, Kayla. Did you know that one credit hour at a public college could cost as much as $400? That means a typical 3-hour class is $1,200. With the rising prices in college tuition, students across the country are finding ways to save money. The AP test does just that, giving students the opportunity to gain free college credit hours while still in high school. The Advanced Placement Test is designed to measure the knowledge of a student and if they could succeed at a collegiate level.
AP testing is it's an exam. The Advanced Placement exam is an exam that is given at the end of the year after a student has completed an advanced placement course, which is college level content and delivery to students in different core content areas.
The AP tests are in the subjects of math, science, English, art, foreign languages, and history.
The main thing, though, that we want to accomplish is we want to give students the skill sets they'll need to be able to do reading courses, mathematics courses, English courses, history courses, physics courses, which gives them a good skill set at the next level. Let's say they don't pass the exam at the end. The experience of taking the course is invaluable in getting them ready for the very important analytical skills you're going to need at the next level.
Typically, students who pass the exam are given free college credit.
So the college, the institution, has the option of awarding credit. Some do and some do not, but most do.
Now, in terms of monetary value, for a state university, for every 3 hours or so that you would receive, that's the equivalent of putting $1,500 in your pocket. If you were to go to a private school like Center or Transylvania, that's the equivalent of $4,500 in your pocket. All transferable all across the country, so you don't have to worry about it to be being okay for a regional university, but not transferable. Let's say if you decided to go to the University of Las Vegas or something like that.
With hard work and motivation, AP classes are definitely beneficial to students.
If you take a look at admissions requirements to most rigorous universities, they're going to more readily like your resume if you have AP on there than if you have just general classes that are easy to make an A in. To me, that's a no-brainer also.
Students are racing to prepare for the exams with the AP test only a few weeks away. Because of an overload of snow days, CCHS students are feeling a bit disadvantaged in this year's exams. Producer Will Van Horn has this story for us.
Though an extra 30 minutes has been tagged on to the end of school days, what is to be done about AP testing?
At Calloway, we unfortunately had 15 snow days. We have kind of a debate as to whether or not the academic prep period of time, which takes away time from first and second block, may have hurt some of those AP classes. And then again, if you do a 4x4 block schedule, if you do the math, we're 30 hours shorter in terms of class time than some of the more traditional schedules. So we are into the crunch time. Many of the teachers here offer some remediation or acceleration on Saturdays from 8 until 9:30. I know I do that. I think Ms. Gray does that, and I'm sure the other teachers may decide that that's available as well. I'm not sure about math.
Though the teachers have a plan for AP testing, it doesn't change the fact that crunch time is on and it's running out.
You can't make up for 3 weeks of lost instruction. You can't do it. You can try to compensate to a great extent, but we are limited because we don't set the dates for AP testing. That AP, there's the AP exam schedule. You see I've scribbled all over it for myself. But that's the AP exam schedule, and that exam schedule is set probably already for next year. We have nothing to do with setting that schedule. So we are bound by it. AP testing will be for 2 weeks. I will do advanced placement testing, and on Monday, May the 5th, I give an exam every day until the next Friday, which is May the 16th.
Speaking of AP students, Mr. Ward took some of his AP government students over to the Expo Center last week, where they met with U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell. Now that Kentucky has legalized the production of industrial hemp, McConnell was in Murray to talk about the prospects of a hemp project on the MSU farm. University agriculture programs around the state will be doing research in order to help Kentucky farmers bring back hemp as a production crop.
Coming up, find out how you can test drive a car and make money for your school.
And later on, teen romance. How long do those relationships really last?
All after sports with Jake Burnett.
The Alumni and Associates of Calloway County Schools is offering 2 $500 scholarships to seniors who have at least a 3.0 GPA and an ACT score of at least 18. To be eligible, at least one parent, guardian, or grandparent must be a member of the Alumni and Associates of Calloway County Schools. Applications are available in the guidance office and are due by April 28th.
University's Department of Engineering and Physics took more than 150 local 6th grade girls over to the Hope Fieldhouse. There, they challenged the girls to light LED bulbs. Swift recently auditioned for the NBC show America's Got Talent. He passed the call for LakerTV. The infection is spreading.
Hello Laker Nation, this week on Laker Sports we take a look at the reigning state high jump champion who's right here on our campus. We sent reporter Hannah England to find out more about sophomore Lily Lowe.
I like to win.
And winning is nothing new to this student here at Callaway. Sophomore Lily Lowe has a state championship title jumping 5'3", has won events at various track meets, as well as placed 7th at Junior Olympics last summer. From setting up to warming up, all the way to the main event, Lowe gives it her all.
Junior Olympics or Nationals was in North Carolina, and it was in July, and it was a great experience. I placed 7th, and it's great to go because you have competition that you wouldn't normally have around Murray.
Even state champions have flaws, lots of them. As kryptonite to Superman, an injury to an athlete is the worst thing possible to happen.
If you're hurt, like, you could still do a meet, but it's just going to keep on affecting you and it never completely heals. I've ran a few track meets with a concussion in 8th grade, and I had a torn muscle in my leg in 8th grade at the high jump regionals, but I still won.
This May, Lily hopes to beat her winning 5'3" and bring home the championship with a height of 5'4". For LakerTV, I'm Hannah England.
Lily gets a chance to defend her title when the state track and field competition begins on May 23rd in Lexington, Kentucky. Meanwhile, it's already state tournament time for the Laker fishing team. Kylie won last year's state championship in bass fishing, and the Lakers has 6 team members who qualified to compete this weekend for another state title. Final weigh-in is Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock at Kentucky Dam Arena. And finally, today, here's a Laker baseball update. Last night, Henry County came from behind in the bottom of the last inning to squeak past Callaway in a 10-9 loss. Baseball returns to the Callaway County Diamond this evening for a Laker Invitational. Callaway faces Mayfield this afternoon at 4:30 and then plays 2 more games on Saturday. That's it for now. More Laker TV news is coming up next.
I can't believe we're at prom.
Yeah, it's awesome. Even Kenny's here.
Keep those exciting moments from prom and graduation with you always by purchasing a professional quality DVD set from Callaway Live. Pre-order the Grand March 2014 DVD and the Class of 2014 Commencement DVD from any member of the Callaway Live Video Production Club. Or stop by Mr. Hernan's classroom, 401, and fill out an order form. You can get the complete 2 DVD set for only $25. Order a single event DVD for $15. Order yours today and enjoy the video of those once-in-a-lifetime adventures again.
Oh my God! They've killed Kenny!
And again.
Oh my God! They've killed Kenny!
That's right, boys and girls. Prom season is here, and Calloway County High School prom is May 3rd, 1 week from tomorrow.
As you just saw in the promo, the Callaway Live TV Club is now taking orders from Prom Grand March DVDs. Be sure to pick up an order form outside room 401. By the way, you pay in advance for the DVD when you order it.
And you can also order a prom DVD in a combination with the upcoming graduation night video.
Callaway's National Art Honor Society chapter recently found out what Nashville's art world has to offer. LakerTV's Chase Barrow was on the trip, and today gives us a quick view of their experience in Music City.
We went to Nashville because it's within our driving range for a day, and we do it in a day. But kids from here, you know, it's West Kentucky. We don't have big museums, art museums, and it's so worth it.
31 members of the National Art Honor Society took a field trip on March 27th to explore the Nashville and some of its many attractions.
The trip that we went on had Impressionist art, Japanese art. People are not going to see that kind of thing in Murray.
The students first visited the Frist Art Museum, which features collections from around the world. Next, the Parthenon in Centennial Park, a full-scale replica of the original in Athens, Greece, and the Music City Center, where they received a guided tour around the brand new building.
It was actually really fun. We got to do a couple activities up there. Got to do a lot of, I don't know, I guess seeing it and talking about the art and going through all of the different exhibits.
I really wanted to have an experience, you know, that you don't really get to have a lot in high school. I mean, when you're in like elementary school or something, you get to go on a field trip like all the time. But like when it comes to, something with like high school, it's fairly rare.
Next year, I'm kind of thinking we might go to Paducah, go to the Paducah School of Art, the Quilt Museum, the Yiser. There are a lot of good things there too. So I'm thinking about it.
7. Ford Motor Company developed a program to help raise funds for local high schools called Drive for Your School. With the help of local Ford dealerships, schools organize, promote, and hold a one-day Ford test drive event for the surrounding community. And it's happening this weekend here in Murray. We've got Kaylee Anderson standing by at
Parker Ford is going to be a busy place this weekend. They're running a campaign, Drive for Your School. I'm here with Kimberly Hanberry, and she's just going to give us a little information about what this campaign is all about.
Drive for Your School is an excellent way to raise money for the school. It's a very easy way for people to come out and have a fun test drive any of the cars that we have out. We'll have Mustangs, we'll have Fusions, we'll have F-150s, Escapes, and for every test drive, $20 will be donated by Ford Motor Company and Parker Ford to Calloway County Schools. It's a really great opportunity to just come out and raise some money for your school.
Thank you, Kimberly, for sharing us a little information. For LakerTV, I'm Kaylee Anderson.
Thanks, Kaylee. While you must be 18 years old to take one of those new cars for a spin around the block, encourage your parents or other family members to take advantage of this chance to earn money for the Calloway County school system.
It seems like there is a new relationship every day in high school, but then there are also those couples who seem like they're going to be together forever. More than 80% of first romantic relationships are formed by the age of 18, and these early experiences may set the stage for later relationships. We have reporter Alex Olin take a look at where it all starts.
Young high school love, the scene for most movies and sitcoms. But where does it all start? Middle school teacher Miss Kimberly Barrett says the symptoms start young.
It's just according to the age. Sometimes you'll see it in the 6th grade. There will be kids who will just like, all of a sudden the hormones will kick in and they're ready to go, and then you'll see them in the 7th grade. Usually in the 7th grade is when you start to just see like tendencies, like they'll like start tripping each other in the hall, and you look ugly today or whatever, and you're like, I think he may like her, and then in the 8th grade is when you start to see it take off.
Movies seem to portray people in high school staying together forever. But the reality is, the high schoolers here seem to hold a different opinion on how long high school relationships last.
At the most, like usually 3 months, I think.
Well, realistically, I think it depends on the person in the relationship, because I think mostly like 2 or 3 weeks.
A month and a half, that's on a good day.
I would say anywhere between 3 days and 6.5 months.
On average, a teen relationship will end in 4 to 6 weeks. But why are these relationships doomed to fail?
Okay, you're right. I think the grass is always greener, and they see, a guy will be dating a girl, and then all of a sudden he'll be sitting next to another one in class thinking, well, she's pretty hot. So, I mean, boys will be boys.
Because kids are stupid, and they're overdramatic and jealous, and it just doesn't work out. And I think certain people, obviously, they go a pretty good while. And
not every high schooler's relationship are meant to fall apart. Going 4.5 months strong, Josh Jones and Bobby Brashears give their relationship story.
We met in algebra class, Miss Harrison's, at the beginning of the year, and I think I messaged her on Facebook like a couple months after. And
really? With really cheesy lines.
We were texting, and then I guess it just...
I went to football games.
Yeah, that too. And then after the football game, she would always come up to me and give me a big hug.
Aww. But do these relationships take the next step to marriage?
Rarely, especially with today's day and age. It just...
Yeah, for sure. I think we will get married eventually. Yeah.
Miss Barrett admits she's seen a couple go the extra mile.
Over time, I've seen a few that have lasted and gone the distance, and then usually by their senior year, they're like, I can't believe I used to date that person or whatever. Right. And then sometimes it's really funny if they reconnect, like outside of college. We have a couple here, Mr. and Mrs. Dial, and we watch their little romance bloom.
Really?
From 7th grade up, and now I get to eat lunch with them every day. They're married. And
for LakerTV, I'm Alex Owen.
Now, just because a high school relationship fails doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There are over 7 billion people out there. Trust me, you'll find one.
Hey everybody. Now that scheduling for next fall is underway, we want to invite you to think about a class in television production. It's a growing program here at CCHS, but we're always looking for more talent.
That's right. Think about signing up for Broadcast 1 and have fun learning about film and television production. And it's not just for hams like us who enjoy working in front of the camera.
Oh, definitely. You'll learn camera and editing skills, making computer graphics, and all kinds of things. So remember, the name of the class is Broadcast 1 for newcomers.
That's all the time we have. Have a great weekend, Laker Nation.